Well, bullying, lots of us have faced it in one form or another, but what does it mean from a legal standpoint?
That's our question tonight in light of the movement that has grown up around a young UT football fan. He wanted to show team spirit, had to make his own t-shirt design, and was bullied as a result.
Then he found an outpouring of support as his story went viral, but so many others suffer unheard. Anchor Lori Tucker turns to our legal expert Greg Isaacs, asking what the law offers to them.
Greg, thank you for being with us.
It's good to be here, Lori.
You talk about that young UT fan from Florida, reminding us all about bullying, what young people face in schools and online. So let's talk about what the law has to say about bullying.
Tennessee has very strong laws that prohibit bullying. If there is conduct that substantially interferes with educational benefits, opportunities, or performance, that constitutes bullying. There are basically 4 definitions for bullying on school premises. If you cause harm to someone's property or person, if you threaten to make someone reasonably in fear that you're going to harm their person or property, if you create emotional distress, and Lori, that's a big one in the days of cyberbullying, and if you create a hostile educational environment, that constitutes bullying on campus, but Tennessee also covers conduct off campus. If the conduct substantially interferes with educational benefits or creates an educationally hostile environment, you can get in trouble as well.
How tough, though, is it to prove something like a threat? Can't that be, the perception of a threat, can't that be subjective, depending on who it is?
Well, that's a good question. Under Tennessee law, harassment is a big part of this that's been adopted in school policies, mandated by our legislature, and it has to be a threat that is intended to cause physical harm, emotional distress, or a reasonable person would perceive that to be the case. And let's talk about what else the law requires. School boards are required to formulate an anti-bullying policy. They are to post the policy. They have to define the specifically prohibited conduct, then talk about how the student reports it, and then let the bullier know what the consequences are.
Say there's bullying going on in your child's school and you don't feel the school is doing anything about it. What are your rights as a parent? What should you do from your standpoint?
That policy has to be public. The first thing you need to do is get a copy of that specific policy. You need to read the policy, and if you feel the school is not adhering to that requirement, then you need to notify the school board. Also, you could identify the Knox County Attorney General's office because harassment is a crime. It's a Class A misdemeanor. So very tough laws designed to protect people like that 4th grader in Florida that was the UT fan. Amazing story. 55,000 volunteers ordered the shirt.
What a lesson for us all. Just to be kind.
Just be kind.
All right, Greg, thank you.
Thank you.
And if you have a question for Greg, just send an email to askisaacs@wate.com. And be sure to tune into WATE 6 on your side news at 5:30 every Wednesday to see if he answers any of your legal questions.